Hey there, everybody. Robert Taylor with Wonderscape Creations, continuing on with my devlogs for the Lost Chronicles of Aranova. First, I'd like to apologize for last week's obvious and abrupt rushed video. I had a lot on my plate that week with figuring out a bunch of uniqueness with PCG. With that said, this week was extremely productive. A lot got done in terms of level design, and we even sprinkled in some PCG and the Landscape Patch plugin. Now, what does this mean? Well, the first thing I got done was this central natural stage. In my world, this used to be the central hub for the ancient religion, which focused heavily on being one with nature. And before the ancient city was even built, this was used by various tribes throughout the decades. As such, this portion is obviously very old and focused heavily and utilized nature. The next thing I worked on was a marriage of before the ancient city's creation and during its glory, as the caves of each of these temples are natural formations that were carved out to be used as temples with a once beautiful tree directly in front of them. Then, when the city began to be formed, obvious man-made structures were erected around the cave entrance, and even a protective circle of stone was placed around where the trees once stood. Although you see three very different structures, there are actually simply one packed level instance that is harnessed and altered by the power of PCG using tags and randomness to determine which of the meshes will be spawned. Lastly, I activated a plugin called Landscape Patch that allows you to control the landscape under blueprints utilizing a component that communicates with the landscape. This is to ensure that the landscape stays relatively flat under the blueprint and lessens the work I have to do to ensure that every part that is spawned is still seen. Thank you guys so much for watching. That is everything that I got done this week, and I look forward to sharing even more with you next week. If you would like, please make sure you like and subscribe this video, and if you are willing, please go ahead and donate to my cause. Links are down below. Have a great week.